3, 4.
What's going on YouTube? TJJ back with another video. Today I'm back playing Madden 24 franchise mode. In the last video, we beat the Dolphins 47-21. In this video, we're just trying to stay undefeated. That's kind of what that's the plan. I'm hoping just to stay undefeated till playoffs and hopefully win the Super Bowl. So let's get into it.
Today.
Alright. Last week of the playoff or the regular season.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 8th-year passer, two-time Pro Bowler from Mississippi State, Dak Prescott.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Dak going to start out going to the air. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. There's Prescott. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Robinson up the middle.
No way.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. You look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting...
Boom.
The Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Bobby Wagner
leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all.
They can't do anything.
Defensively, they timed it up perfectly.
They can't win.
Up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
No.
Free hit.
There's no way we just let a first down happen. That's so stupid.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
Dang, he got it.
This is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. Now leading them out, someone who's forged an excellent career as a 6th-round pick way back in 2011 from Virginia Tech, Tyrod Taylor.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And
Elijah Moore
getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
Catch that, please.
On Second down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get to a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Flushed out right.
And he will be out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And I suspect this might not be a legal pass. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
A second down throw for Prescott.
This one taken in by Otten.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Prescott now. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Steelers had 6 to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Taylor's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Taylor will throw. Touchdown!
Josh Downs,
his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Brandon Graham drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away.
Deep to return is Darius Davis.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. They'll run with Scott. Oh, a heck of a... There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Boston Scott, 49 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often... state about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Prescott off play action.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Prescott looks to throw on first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield. But going out of bounds. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Taylor's throw here into the hands of Moore.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught.
for a Ravens touchdown.
Elijah Moore from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The throw over the middle taken in. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looking to throw. Prescott. High throw, but the catch is made. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Meanwhile, Dak's throw caught by Higgins.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Robinson with another carry.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught by Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
To throw is Prescott. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Brian Robinson Jr.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And Brian Robinson finished things off with a touchdown grab.
Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Throwing, Prescott.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging them, give them a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now Taylor on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Elijah Moore
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Ravens look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott from the gun.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To the right side and complete to Washington.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Prescott's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Not one you see often there, as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Caught out left side by Robinson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Down to the 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both